welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Winds of Calamity, the last one for the year. It feels very weird to say that, by the way. It doesn't feel like, it both feels like it hasn't been a year, but also feels like it has been many years in one. But either way, we are so glad that you all are here with us tonight to be able to just hang out and just see what happens after last week's intense session. But regardless, if you're just now joining us, hello, welcome to the channel. I am Literary DM. I make D&D content here on YouTube. You can check out my last video where we talk about proficiencies and critical successes in Pathfinder 2nd Edition, and then check out the last video for this Friday is going to be covering how to run your own Zelda D&D campaign. So I have run Winds of Calamity is not the first time I've run a Zelda D&D game. This is actually technically the third, and I even got my start in D&D by playing a Pathfinder themed Zelda campaign. So I have a lot of experience in this area. So just providing a little tips and tricks there and a little send off to 2023. So keep an eye out for that 10 a.m. Central Friday, but I'll still be releasing shorts here and there throughout those few weeks. So apart from that, we'll go ahead and move on to the rest of our party tonight, starting with Mike.
Hola. Yeah, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna do that. It's an inside joke. See, everyone, I just wanted to get them to. Anyways, hi guys. My name is Mike, also known as Bardic Dice, here on all the socials. You can go follow that in English and in Spanish on YouTube, and where all socials are found. Because Bardic Dice is also in Spanish, right? Technically. So you can tell me if it's not. But yeah, you can go find that out on YouTube with all the stuff. I used to stream on Twitch as well, but we're taking a break because our game of Fates United has ended. You can go watch those episodes as Mark, Rachel, Dealey, and Dealey's husband, as we're taking a break prepping for Fates 2, which will be coming up next year. So just make sure to go follow that on YouTube and Twitch and in the Discord to be notified when that's going to happen. Which I'm getting settled with night school at the moment, which is a lot. But I'm hoping to start bringing back some of our chill, like Bardic Brew streams for either map making or some of the lore stuff, or just to hang out. So keep an eye for that. But tonight I play one half of the Twilight Twin duo, Evum, who's a level 15, level 10 Oracle, level 5 Rogue. Oracle being our little Pathfinder to 5e kind of crossover there, so he's a lot of fun and has a lot of fun mastering time. So yeah, that is me. Oh, and I do have a milkshake tonight because Milkshake Mike is. Oh
yeah, that was the thing, wasn't it? Yeah, so yeah, go and check out Mike on all the various socials as well as Twitch and YouTube, and keep an eye out for all the information regarding Fates United 2. I'm calling it Fates United 2 The Reckoning because that's just what I do. But beyond that, go and keep an eye out for that. And with that, hopping on over to one of our official artists for the stream, as well as the other half of the Twilight Twin duo, Rachel.
Hello, I am Rachel, also known as Pip. You can find me on social medias as Pip400 Art, where I post my art sometimes when I feel like it. I also stream over on Marquee Gaming. No streams, obviously, in the coming week because Christmas. But the next week after that, so the 30th, Callie and I are going to do another Nancy Drew stream over on Marquee Gaming on Twitch. We're doing 1999's Stay Tuned for Danger. It's gonna be so good. It's just gonna be good. That's all I'm gonna say about it. I'm super pumped. Come enjoy wooden looking people and photoshopped wooden looking people onto real people's bodies and pictures. It's good. It's a good time. I also stream art. On the 1st, I'm going to do our annual holiday art raffle giveaway. So look out in the Tavern Discord. I can maybe post a link in the chat in a second. But where I will give information and you could win a headshot done by me. And I'll draw it live. You can watch. It'll be fun. So that's kind of like my thank you gifts to our little community every year. Other than that, I play Cizri here on this game. She is a paladin rogue, and just learned mountain combat, and I got to use that in the battle, which was really nice, and I felt really cool. The end.
It's all a good time. Yes, you're gonna definitely want to stick around and check out that Nancy Drew stream, because it's gonna be a 1999 PC game played currently. It's going to be glorious and horrifying,
and more gruesome deaths of Nancy Drew.
I'm still not over that elevator sequence from the last one. That was rough. Surprisingly gruesome for a rated E game. But yes, all that stuff, go and check out Rachel on all those various socials, as well as various streams. And speaking of streams, we're going to be hopping on down to the other half of the Marquee Gaming Duo with Mark.
Hello everybody, I am Mark, the other half of Marquee Gaming, with Rachel up there. And typically we do have a D&D game we play on our channel, on the Purple Place, that is called The Mystical Mishaps, on Sundays at 7 p.m. CST. We're on break though, because of holidays, and I needed a break because I think the last one was in April. So some time off to catch up with everything, and our crazy game was good. And I'm still working on stuff. So you can join us back in January. We'll be starting back up on January 7th. That will be our return to play, and the mystery of what's happening to the party. So you can join us then. Otherwise, if you want to just watch me here on this awesome channel as well, you can watch me play Attic, the Sheikah Artificer, and he is, he got to use all of his new toys last week too, which was a good time. So, there we go.
Yes, very good time all around. Yeah, you're going to definitely want to stay tuned for the return of Mystical Mishaps. It's going to be great, especially seeing how long of a break they've all gotten. To come back refreshed, it's going to be better than ever. So with that, hopping on over to last but certainly not least, as well as the other official artist for our stream tonight, we have Dee.
Hi. Yep, Deely, aka Raphael. Yeah, it's just a lot of fun art time everywhere. So come and hang out in the tavern. We also just, have fun discussions all the time about different anime and art things and songs, and it's just a really good time. So if you're not already in the tavern, come and join us. On here, though, I play Demi. She is an Echo Knight and Bard, and it's super fun. And we'll just see what more chaos she does as she continues to get more and more spells. So, and songs, too.
True. Very true. It's going to be a lot of fun, I can guarantee you that. So yeah, go and check out Dee on all the various socials for some amazing pieces of art and other various posts that are also fun to watch. So with that, again, as a reminder, we are taking the next 2 weeks off after tonight. We'll be coming back on January 9th. And also, if you want to check out last week's episode via podcast, you can absolutely do so. It is currently there now. And just as I'm saying this, I'm realizing that this episode is going to be going live exactly on Christmas. So little Christmas present to you guys. You're getting a Winds of Calamity episode on podcast form then. So listen to it while you're going over to your family's place if you do so, or friends, however you celebrate it. So with that, also, again, you can check out various merch at the Avum Cizri's Apothecary. We're still looking at various prints for posters. But beyond that, we should be good to go. That should be all the announcements that we have. So I think with that, let's go ahead and dive into tonight's episode of The Calamity.
Feliz Navidad.
Welcome back, everybody. So, when last we left our heroes, the group of adventurers known as Cizri's Angels was taking a bit of a rest at their keep, preparing for the various conflicts and battles to come and seeking the restoration of Hyrule. However, their sleep was disrupted as an assault happened on it. The various forces of Vati seeking to destroy not only the members of the party, but also their loved ones. The party fought valiantly with their loved ones at their side and managed to fend off the attackers. And we pick up as currently various undead and armored forces lie around the keep. Ibis looks beaten pretty hard, and everyone else in various stages of injury, as you are currently breathing and resting and taking in everything that just occurred. With that, what do you all do?
Okay, so this is right after.
Yeah, this is right
You're right.
after.
You doing okay, Ma? You good?
I'm doing quite alright. I'll probably go check on Golo real quick to see how he and Codette are doing.
Okay, bye.
With that, she gives a nod and hastily runs off into the keep and disappears behind the doors.
She didn't say anything about all my cool stuff.
We'll come back and talk all about it.
I feel like she was a bit distracted.
Maybe.
It's like so deflated.
I mean, I just controlled that statue. I used to
That was
flamethrower.
really cool.
Had lightning shoot from my hands.
I just keep your head down, keep your feet above your head for a little bit.
Oh yeah, you did good. You did so good. You did great for your first battle. I think the first time wasn't it? I almost died or something, and you were like so mad at me, Avum.
Mm-hmm.
First time, yeah, and I almost drowned the same day. Like you did better than me.
Yep.
Welcome to the light realm. It's not always like this.
Well, I certainly hope not. That was
That is a lot.
That was a
That's
lot.
a lot.
You normally don't face such foes, correct?
Well,
Oh.
yes.
Yeah.
I mean, increasingly.
It's kind of because we made enemies though, because of Vati. So once
Yeah, it's kind of the
he's
stronger we get, the more we
gone.
face.
Yeah.
Means we're doing something right.
Yeah.
Oh, and Demi, not Demi.
Yes.
Nosebleed, little meta. Demi, the person seemed like they knew you. What happened there?
Oh, yeah, the other day when I was going to head over to the tower, I went out and it was that old man and he,
Ooh.
was just
that
like,
weird old guy you were freaked out by?
yeah, that was him.
Okay, well, you were right to be freaked out by him.
Yeah, but he just like disappeared and I didn't think anything of it.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't
Watch
either.
them
to be
vigilant.
honest.
Remember Gerudo Town too? Those random people who came in seemed weird.
Oh.
But I couldn't
Probably
get a real
just
vibe,
assumed
like
that
a
they might be
check on
Yiga.
him. To be fair, sometimes, old people can just like say weird things and you're like, okay.
Well, like an
That's
Avum's
kind of that
weird, and,
vibe.
like he's not evil. So
I mean, when we're at war though, it might be better to be more cautious than.
Well, yeah, but I thought, I really just kind of figured. I mean, he was giving me helpful advice, so. Sometimes you just fail to get a good read on someone.
wait, was he Yiga? Wait, was he Yiga? Like, is he? How do we know?
Look at his body.
Like, go look.
Not you, Edda.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they were
Touch.
yelling stuff during the fight.
Yeah, they were.
So-
And Sheikah, yes.
Were they?
Yeah, they were speaking at times in Sheikah.
Oh.
They were talking about like serving somebody, I think too.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Oh. I was focusing on a lot of things at once, so I definitely wasn't listening to what they were saying. Whoa!
To be fair, thanks, Insight.
Oh, okay. DM.exe
What?
broke. Thank
That
you.
was head right here.
Love it.
No, that's not a heart. It's a box. There you go.
Anyway, sorry.
Yeah, he was. Okay, let's just go. Then take a look. Demi's just gonna go limp over to the guy and look through.
I'm just kind of poking through the robes and stuff.
Perfect. Go
Mhm.
ahead and make an investigation check.
Okay.
So anyone who's doing that can either assist or make their own.
Investigation.
Hey, I got a 19. That's good for her.
6. I'm too concussed to do
6.
anything.
Probably. So, Cizri.
Avon tries to go look. Ivan, stop moving, and then just gets distracted by him. He's a really low roll.
Sorry, I'm trying to. I guess I'm trying to finish my watch. It's only 2 hours, but so.
Oh, you're in shock, buddy. All right.
With that, Cizri, as you are currently investigating, you do gather that he is wearing pretty much standard magely robes. They seem to be adorned in the traditional colors of red and black of the Yiga. And then around his neck is that of a teardrop that is definitely flipped upside down that you recognize in the past as a symbol of the Yiga. Beyond that, you see a standard, what looks to be a gnarly wizard staff that is twisted toward the top, along with what looks to be a hefty spell book by his side.
Okay. I don't see like any of the symbolism stuff that got Attic like made him weird.
The Yiga
Or was
symbol,
that the teardrop?
The teardrop was the one.
Okay, I didn't remember if it was like something different or like more specific or something. Okay.
It was a few things. Yiga symbol was one of them.
Okay.
Mm.
I'll grab the spell book and just kind of flip through it. Is there anything interesting in that would be helpful?
Okay. With that, as you're flipping through it, I'm going to go ahead and, to see exactly how much you're able to pick up, just go ahead and make just an intelligence check to see, since you're quickly going through it.
Oh my gosh, I got an 18.
Dang. All right.
Hey!
For me?
You flip through the book at a pretty rapid pace, and you're able to pick up a lot of spells, or see that it's filled with a lot of spells and various scribbles that seem to be written in Common Hylian. And then, as you start to get toward the back of the book, there's almost this jarbled mess of a language, not too uncommon from what you saw before, with one of the books that you encountered on the ghost ship. And with that, I'm going to need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, okay. Wow, thanks Paladin Aura for helping me out. I rolled a 5 on the die, but because of my wisdom saving thing, that's a plus 12, so 17.
17.
Rewind it.
and then
Yeah.
Attic yells, Cizri, watch out! As he sees that, or a plus 5.
And then I choose not to rewind it.
Right. So, 21. As you are flipping through the book, you see the mangled mess of language just starts to creep into your mind and distort it in various ways, as though it feels like it's ripping neuron by neuron apart. But then eventually it comes right back together as you feel the energy surging within you of the hero of ancients, being able to ward off any potential wickedness that would be seeping into your consciousness at that moment. So you are able to stave it off. You don't necessarily understand what it says because it's written in a language that you don't understand, but you are able to, you're not even sure if it is a language, but you're able to stave off whatever could have been potentially impacting you.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm flipping through it, and I'm like, whoa, don't read this thing. This is crazy.
Oh.
You're right. I should have watched out, Attic. I like slam the book. Written in some weird language. It almost got in my head. That's super weird.
It's like that book I had, right? That demon book from forever ago.
Yeah,
Oh.
it does feel kind of like what you were talking about.
Do you want me to dispel this? Is that like...
You could try.
Yeah, you could try. I don't know
Okay.
what it says. Maybe that doesn't matter.
I don't think it does.
He's definitely Higa though, so
Yeah, they deserve what they got coming to them, so...
yeah.
Alright. I will do Dispel Magic at 5th level.
At 5th level? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still...
Oh, I'm gonna tell everyone to get back a little bit, and she's gonna do it at a distance just in case it like blows up or something.
I think you're pretty neat, but respect your distance. I'm still gonna need you to go ahead and make a charisma check since that's your casting modifier.
Okay. Oh. Daily. 9.
9.
That's one I can
It's-
have you rewind.
Okay.
Try again. I have one last one.
10.
Alright.
Why? This is my lucky dice, guys.
And I can't beat that with my Flash of Genius either because you rolled at 5th level. So
Yep. So, as you
It's fine.
reach out and the various musical notes are strumming out from your hand start to wrap around the book in various ribbons, various blues, orange, and greens, and start to tie around the book almost as a way to try and choke out the magic. And then eventually you see dark purple black tendrils reach out from it and almost tear away at the ribbons. And then they...
Alright. Well, better endeavor.
Okay.
Well,
you want to try again, or
Try again.
okay, I'll try again. It's okay. Just shake it off. Just
You got this.
I like massage
Yeah.
your shoulders like you're in a wrestler, like in a ring.
yeah. We got this. We got this.
you got this,
I'm-
guidance.
I'm attributing her 28 leftover HP to all this. Like, I can do it. Promise.
Can you inspire yourself?
Hey,
Can you inspire yourself?
I do it all the time.
I think some can at a certain level, but I think it depends on the bard.
It depends upon the bard,
Oh,
depends upon the DM.
that. I thought you meant guidance. Sorry, I thought you said, "Can you guidance yourself?"
I did guidance
And I was
you,
like, yeah,
so
you
you got a D4.
Yes, you're,
Okay.
you're all guided.
Sweet. That is 22.
22.
Much better.
This time, as you breathe in slowly and then outwardly, listening to the harmony of nature, you then reach out your hand and be able to do the similar effect as it wraps around the book, and the book seems to fight it again as the tendrils reach out, just start going at it, and then the ribbons squeeze tighter and tighter as almost flames emitting out of the book just start to erupt, and eventually and it goes out into a burst. How far back is everybody?
I'm probably pretty close.
I probably had them.
Behind wherever D or Demi is. So it's,
Yeah, she probably went at least 30 feet
30. Okay.
just to keep things safe.
35. Okay, so Cizri's the only one that's close. Because you said you're pretty close, right?
She's like right over
You guys
it.
looking? I don't know.
Fair enough.
His
All right.
massage
we
your
all said
shoulders.
to Peter's like, nah, I'm good.
Oh, that's
I'm not
true.
Gonna
You
back
said-
up.
Oh wait, you
did-
Oh, you told.
We all
you
said to
told-
back up.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that. Then
Okay.
I would listen.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
Okay.
not.
Yeah.
I was more like she didn't because no one told her to. But if they're telling her to, then
Like
she
looking at the
definitely
book?
come back.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So in that case, you do see it surge out, and when the blackened and purple energy fades, you see that what snow and grass was there is now dead, as it's just almost like a black spot in a 20-foot radius. So you all were just on the cusp of it. So with that, the book seems to be dispelled of any type of magic.
Debbie, you
Alright.
need to try that with someone holding that in their hands next time.
Oh yeah, that'd be great. Just like dispel it while it's on them, and
Oh
then
yeah,
watch
while
it
they're
go off on
using
them.
it.
Oh, true. Do you think Vadi has a spell book?
Maybe.
We can try.
Could always
Yeah.
try.
Yeah.
Certainly try.
Someone without a spell book, I think it's definitely worth trying. But it might just want to think about their feelings if they do have a spell book. For how much hard work they might have to work on that. But for someone good, doing good intentions. That's all.
No, but you wouldn't do it to someone that was nice.
I wouldn't
You'd
do it
to
to-
someone that's
of
a
course.
jerk.
Yeah.
Yeah, this would be like Yiga.
Oh, right.
Jerks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just
Not some guy named Dav or anything. That's
atrocious name.
Dav.
Is that what you're talking about? Like,
Is that a
Yes,
Twily
yes,
name?
yes,
I
yes.
don't.
some guy I dated.
I have a little PTSD there.
Oh my gosh.
He did not get an edible fruit basket from me. Actually.
Oh my goodness.
So what are you all doing?
Okay, so all these guys were Yiga.
There's
Yes.
another girl up there too. She might have the spell book.
No,
Just saying.
I'll go. I just sprint off.
Okay.
So as
Oh my gosh,
you do look, you don't with that, go ahead and make an investigation check just to see what you can find on her.
Demi's gonna follow, but she's not investigating this time.
15.
So 15, much of a similar thing, except this time you don't see a spell book on her.
Okay. So I do take the symbols each time though. I'll go
Yeah.
destroy them or something. But I'll just be like, no spell book. Oh, you're right here. Hi, Demi. No spell book.
Hi.
You followed me. Okay, let's go back. Gotta run back.
Getting someone's
It's so
help
full
to
of
just
energy.
carry Ibis to a bed somewhere.
I'm gonna hop the statue back into place,
Right?
and then I'll deactivate it, and then I'll mend the statue from the little damage it got.
Perfect.
You
A
don't
little
really-
scorching it had from the fireball or whatever it dodged.
It's going to be a great defense for the house. You can just leave the rod by the front door in case anyone ever attacks.
Possible. Or if I
It's
find
true.
another statue, I could use that in other places.
It's true.
That is true. Excuse me. There's too much dust in here.
That's really handy. It's really cool though.
It is quite cool. I'm
Dopers.
Oh, it's time for you to go night.
I do need to finish out
Nope.
finish out my watch.
Mm-mm. Nope, we have it.
I just go to bed. I can take care of the rest of the watch.
Just, it's a big night,
And it should be noted,
Yeah.
Reyna also looks like she has basically blood pouring out from her forehead down a little bit of her cheek that is starting to dry.
Okay.
All right, come here. Cure wounds on both of them, one for each of them.
Same for Raina.
11 and then 8.
Okay.
Gosh.
Well, if everyone's making
Second
the
level.
self-sacrificing hero play, should we all just stay up and do watch together? Because we're all wounded. Sounds kind of fun. No?
No.
Oh, okay, fine.
And-
No, whatever.
It's fine. I didn't want to do it anyways.
Eventually, at the front gate, you do hear a boom, 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 boom.
Why?
Yes?
Yeah. Caesar's Angels, are you alright in there?
The gods. We're saved.
We're great! I run over. I still have a
Now,
lot
it
of
should be
energy.
noted, you guys are a ways off from Zora's domain.
We
so
are.
It will take them time
Yeah.
to get here.
Yeah,
Ava
Ava.
loves the
And
guards'
also-
response time.
The guards at your keep did their job.
Yes, that is very true.
They did a great job. Everyone tried their best. Okay.
So,
It
But-
was just that manager that whatever you do is never good enough.
Yeah.
So with that, you do look out, you do see that there are definitely armored Zora with various spears, and what looks to be an elderly Zora in majorly robes that Cizri and Demi you would recognize as Orin. And they look and just mention, we came here as quickly as we could. We saw that all the various explosions and attacks going on within the walls. So just wanted to see if everything was alright and if there's anything that we could do to assist.
Yeah, I mean, we're good, thanks. I think it was Yiga that came through here. So
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys got any reports in the city of things being weird today or anything.
We did get some attacks, some attempts on King Sidon's life that we had to take care of, as well as some of the... It makes sense that there would be a little bit of a hotbed, as some of the higher-ups will be arriving tomorrow to discuss further battle plans, as everything's beginning ready to be able to discuss things. So, it makes sense that a move would be taken now to disorganize us.
The higher-ups like who?
Yeah.
Like the heads of the various militaries and factions within Hyrule.
Hmm.
Queen Binda, Chief Avas,
Oh, she's a good
the temporary
Wow.
Goron chief.
Oh.
Hmm.
Do we need to be there?
We weren't invited, so.
I wasn't invited.
Maybe not.
I haven't heard anything about
The
it.
elderly mage speaks up. It would probably be best if you do at least make something of an appearance, considering you all have experience encountering Vati. Your insights
Losing to them.
could...
Sure.
Experience is experience, my boy, regardless
Oh,
if you
sorry.
win or lose.
Under my breath, my apologies. I didn't. My fault. You have great ears.
So loud sometimes when you
I know. I'm so sorry.
just say things under your breath.
Apologize.
Yeah.
But regardless, your insights would prove useful potentially in forming something of a battle plan to see what could be done. So,
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, if they want us there, that's totally fine. We can be there as long as they need us.
I imagine King Sidon would be as insistent upon it.
Oh, that's nice. Oh.
There you go.
Captain, you did say if there's anything you could be assistance of. We were currently just having a little bit of an argument as we're all a little tired from protecting our keep. Do you have a few people to spare for, like, a watch, so we could actually fully rest up before tomorrow, in case anything else, for the
Got
girls?
some injuries we gotta take care of and stuff.
We want shock, it's their first time in battle. Of course.
He looks over you all and then looks over the two other Ivis and Reyna and sees this. He gives a stern nod, turns back, does a slight whistle, and motions to three and speaks in Zora to go ahead. And it sounds very almost like aquatic, as like bits of water are moving back and forth. And they come up, and basically it's clear he's ordering them to go ahead and stay watch for the night, or for however long they need. And there's a...
Would I have a typical, just generic idea how much it'd be to hire, like, a mercenary guard for a watch?
It'll definitely vary, but typically to hire will probably... A baseline guard will probably run you about 50 rupees a night.
Kind of what I was thinking. Alright, Avon goes and each pays them 50 each. Just thank you for your service. It's much appreciated.
Okay.
They look back to the captain. He gives a nod, and then they go ahead and pocket it.
This is not your normal post.
Oh, it is quite all right. We'll protect this with every might and bit of honor that we can do. With
Not with your lives, though. Just if you feel like you need to use your life, just come find us. But
just kind of a job description.
not here. This is just you're being hired as a mercenary. Just do watch. If you need someone, just yell for us. But you don't need to. Not with your life.
Thanks for helping.
Yes, exactly. Not to try to undermine your honor and sacrifice of integrity. Just trying to say we don't want you to die.
Well, we don't want to die
like a
either,
service
but
that-
it's part of the
Thank
job
you.
description that it can happen.
For the king, not for us.
he's a little sensitive right now.
We just want to make sure he's just not.
Just not.
So you do gather that they eventually accept it, but they're like, I mean, we signed up to potentially have this happen,
This is
so
weird.
but they happily accept, and with that, the captain and Orin looks. Well, specifically Orin speaks. Well, if everything's taken care of here, in that case, we'll be seeing you. Most likely around the council. I think probably sometime tomorrow afternoon.
In the afternoon. Okay. Will people send for us, or should we just like show up?
I will most likely be coming for you, just to go ahead and make sure that you're able to get there, both in a timely fashion.
Sounds good. Thanks.
And with that, he nods, and looks over to the captain. All right, let's head on back. And he grabs him, and then in a flash of blue light, vanishes away.
Okay.
Well,
Now no one has to fight over who's gonna take watch. That's great.
Wonderful.
Okay, do we need to do anything before? Are we all good? How we feeling?
terrible. I want to go to sleep.
Sure.
I don't expect that, to be fair. I feel like we're going to be seeing more of that, actually.
Oh, the attack?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm surprised it didn't, like, there wasn't another one sooner, but...
Might not even hurt to potentially ask for, once we leave, stay for our guest to either stay closer to the Zor domain so it's easier for the guards to aid, or if we feel like this is a good location to defend on its own. But with people coming and going, might even just be a better spot to, have to stay closer up to the main domain.
Or it could be that it's because we're here that this is happening, so when we leave, it's not quite that big of a target.
Still think Fatih knows how much the people that we care about is a big weakness for us.
Should we move them then?
I'm just thinking I want to hurt. Put them closer to the domain. That way, they don't have to split their guards between here and up there or something like that.
We will do whatever is necessary, but know that it's very well could be that maybe Vati didn't know that you were here until relatively recently, and that's maybe why attacks didn't happen. But regardless,
wait, who's talking right now?
Reina.
Oh, okay. Sorry. 4 hours of sleep, friends.
No, that's fine. But
It's like, I know who this is, but I don't know who this is. I'm so sorry. I was like, this is Reina, but I still had to ask him.
But anyway, but regardless, the big thing seems to be the fact that he knows we're all here now, and we have to move. Then we have to move. But she looks back to Ivis. I mean, one way or another, we were going to be fighting in some capacity. I know I can't necessarily... It doesn't feel right to do nothing when I know people I care about are putting their lives on the line.
Right.
I'm not asking anyone not to fight. I think we're all in this fight together, but we also don't want to make sure people are isolated and keep without protection either. If people are going to be staying here for a while. That's all.
Of course.
I mean, everybody who's staying here can, like, fight, at least, so...
Well, and who
There's
knows
that.
who's gonna stay, I mean,
Yeah.
everyone might scatter here soon. So, I think
Yeah.
probably we can make plans once we know what's happening next with everybody and what people want to do. Like, Golo might want to go back to the Sheikah. Yeah, who knows? I guess he moved his whole thing here, though, didn't he? And that would take forever to move back, I'm sure.
I mean, I think this could be a safe place for a lot of people, and these people here want to help fortify it. It seems like they want to keep people safe here. I think us moving all the time creates more risk, honestly.
That's fair.
We'll see. We can think about it.
I'll talk to the captain tomorrow, see what he feels about the defense of this place.
Yeah.
If he feels adequate enough.
Yeah.
We can hire them for now and continue to work with them. It does worry me, though. I mean, Demi, I thought your dagger should have kept him from scrying on us for a while.
Should
guess
have.
Didn't bypass that.
Yeah.
Worrying.
Well,
I
from
mean
the
that or. Hmm?
from the sounds of it, they just walked up to the keep and managed to happen upon you.
That is true.
True. I mean, maybe they heard
There's
rumors of. Yeah.
Spies laying about, waiting for us.
We've been running all over town, like everywhere. So
Yeah, so it could have been one of those.
yeah. I mean, everyone
let's
kind of
follow
scattered
them.
the last couple.
Yeah,
weeks
the
for
dagger doesn't
vacation.
protect from stalkers physically, just magically.
Good to know.
It's good
So-
enhancement, though.
I mean, it can. It's a dagger, but
Well, like it's radius,
I know.
magical
The
effect.
dagger part is the anti-stalking technology. It's been built in.
See the blade? It's
point.
yeah. So, but I just mean magically. It's
That's actually a good point.
It's-
Makes me feel a little better.
yeah.
Okay, injured people. And like as she's talking, like she's acting like she's not injured, but she's just like covered too. She's super injured. She's just like, all right, injured people, are we gonna we need to take it some rest?
Yes, and I think that injured people goes for you too,
Yes.
Cizri.
Even walks up, just gonna
Oh.
puts her shoulder back in place.
Listen,
Okay.
that ring is like
Crunchy.
if I didn't have that ring on, I would be like unconscious like 4 times. Like this thing's the best. I feel great
I'm
personally.
glad you have it then.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Seriously.
So good. Wait, right, maybe. Okay, maybe I'll get some rest too.
I'm gonna go pass out.
So, as you all go back into the keep, going for various rests, you see that the Zora make into the various directions up to the outer walls to go ahead and keep watch. At least one stays behind to go ahead and collect the various bodies and put them into various positions to go ahead and discard of them. Is there anything you all do before you pass out for the night?
Aim's just gonna very quickly heat up kind of like a basic soup to give out to the guards in the name of Renan. It is something to keep them warm and hearty. Just like very easy, just like 30 minutes to make, give out, and go to bed.
Perfect. And then, as you all clean up from the various battle, go to rest for the evening, the day eventually does come, but your rest was disrupted, so you need to take a little bit longer of a rest in order to gain everything back. But eventually, largely, the rest of the evening and morning goes without incident, as you're able to get a long rest in.
Yeah.
Yay!
So much luckier today.
Wait, what about being lucky?
Oh yeah, he's the lucky feet.
The lucky feat through the dagger.
Oh, the lucky feet.
Mm.
But you said, let's see if I'm feeling lucky today or
Oh.
something.
You lucky punk.
I've just been
Yeah.
I've been kind of having fun RPing that he's now a morning person. He just feels good. Like the morning has a lot more chance and happen chance to him now.
Perfect.
Everybody take your super special breakfast protein chef treat for your temp HP.
Is it 5 now?
Yes. I'm checking.
It should be 5.
Yep. 5 temporary HP.
And-
Okay, giving it all to all 4 of us.
Perfect. And as you are resting, having a little bit of breakfast in the morning, eventually, from one of the walls, you recognize the rather ghostly form of a green-cloaked individual wearing a nice fluffy hat with a very orange handlebar mustache emerges flat. He looks at me. How are the enemies gone?
Yes. They are taken care of.
Oh, that is excellent. Most excellent. Good to hear that my home is in safe hands.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, is this
Glad you're safe.
out of character? Is this the ghosty
Yes.
bird man?
Yes.
Okay, sorry. When you described him, I was like, I forgot what he looks like. So I couldn't remember if it was him or not. Okay, thank you. I just remembered his name.
It's excellent to hear that you all are keeping my home safe. I think it is wise to let you all live here a little bit longer.
Oh.
Thank
Thanks.
you.
Ava, you can make an insight check if you want. If you want.
What was that?
You can make an insight
Yeah.
check if you want. It's up to you.
Of course he is. What are we talking about? 21.
This is a joke.
Ha.
Cizri and Debbie didn't take it as a joke, apparently.
They're just like, oh, okay, yeah, sure. I mean, you're a ghost. What can we say? What can we do?
Oh. Ava was already coming up with like contracts to write up for later, but like, well, if we lease this afterwards and
Oh my god.
continue to do work for you, and maybe we can come up with some sort of agreement to extend this.
Ghost coin.
Ooh.
Well, regardless, good to hear. Are you all It has been very nice to see that you all are currently being very much in the keep. It's been nice to see other people walking around. Are you staying much longer, or are you going to be seeing your way out soon?
How is he meaning that? Is it like, oh, I want you to leave? Or is that...
He genuinely is curious.
Oh.
He's just asking about your guys' plans, basically.
Why, you're not a Vati spy, are you?
I think we made that very clear that I am no spy. I don't even know. I am just a simple bard making music.
It's a joke. It's a joke. It's fine.
Oh, the japes. The good old japes.
And jests.
No, there's no jest, only japes.
Oh.
I don't jest. I jape.
Oh, okay.
Is that, I
Just
don't know if that's
japes.
a word.
It's what the new kids do.
I
Joking.
should start saying that. Okay, anyway. I don't know what we're doing. We're probably not... The four of us probably aren't staying here.
Okay.
But I don't know what everyone else is doing.
Yeah.
Well, regardless, it's been great to see a little bit more liveliness, and he looked at that Shika, rather, I'm assuming your father, based upon interactions, seeing you all work various wonders, and no doubt that your grandmother, and just sharing, conversing tales and the like.
Yeah, actually, was she around when you were alive?
Oh, no. I've been dead a long time.
Oh, longer? Oh, okay. Okay.
Much
I couldn't
longer.
remember. Just like Grandma's been around a long time, so yeah.
That is what she told me, but that does not surprise me regarding the Twilight folk.
Yeah. Okay, interesting.
Did you know any Twilight when you were alive?
No, there was not much travel between that realm and the Mirror of Twilight. I tended to keep our distance.
Gotcha.
That makes sense. Okay. Yeah, we're not sure. I guess we'll let you know when it's all decided what we're doing next. But yeah, I know we have a lot of stuff to do still, so.
No doubt about it, being adventurers and all that. I've seen many a tales and have written many a scores about all these various adventurers and heroes of old.
Have you written a song about us yet?
No, I haven't yet. Haven't necessarily been inspired or found that bit of spark.
Oh, we gotta do a lot more inspiring things, I guess.
You're doing a freestyle?
Oh, I don't do freestyling. It needs to have a nice structure to it. Just going a little bit of free verse feels a little bit, I don't know, insincere ever so slightly. It needs to have like an A-B structure to it. That's nice and good.
Sure.
Well, there is something to be said about making new pieces on the spot, sometimes you get inspired and
Oh, no doubt,
just
no doubt.
happens.
Oh, no doubt, no doubt. But for me, it needs to be nice worked and refined in order to feel like I can present it to the world. Otherwise, I'm just probably going to tear it up and then toss it aside and restart again.
You mean like this? And I'll start playing Egan's music.
He looks at you and just kind of wisps up to it and putting his fingers together and just kind of listening to it. What a strange contraption. It makes noise out of a tiny box. Haven't seen anything like this before. But that is the most interesting kind of music. It's a bit of free form. A bit loose with its musical incantations. I guess you could call it a bit of jazzy.
Oh, it's pretty rockin'.
Rock. Oh, is that the guy at the Bard College?
Yeah.
He like bonded with? I forgot about that.
Yeah, the Rito bard that he encountered.
Yes, that was cute.
Lots of different types of music. I don't know if you can travel, but I would highly encourage you to go over to Holodrum and check out what they're doing and maybe haunt their halls for a little bit just to...
Oh, are they doing different things now?
Depends on what they were doing when you were alive. Probably.
Well,
because that's one of them.
They taught me different things when I attended there. Probably over a millennia ago or so, maybe longer.
Yeah, it's probably changed. But very interesting, and you mix styles, you get something else. Very interesting. Probably some new instruments, I don't know.
Well, if I ever find a way to haunt a vessel to take me over there, I just might. But for right now, my anchors are within these walls as they feel familiar.
Wait,
Let's take the whole fort over. No, I'm just kidding. I don't think we can do that. I feel like I gotta figure it out, to be honest.
Actually, maybe.
Imagine like a walking fortress.
Like a moving castle.
My gosh,
yeah.
Yes. Like
be amazing.
Who's Christian Bale?
Yeah. Who's obsessed with dyeing their hair, crying when it doesn't work out.
What's the point of living if I can't be beautiful? The fact that's actual dialogue from the movie. Like,
so good.
Best.
Anyway.
We know it'd be Abram.
Anyway.
Anyways, so you have to like haunt a vessel to be able to...
Well, yes, I need to be able
how does that work?
Well, I mean, there is a point where I get tired of flying, and, well, it makes it easier just to haunt a vessel, that way it can carry me on over.
What's the vessel in this case? Is it the entire building?
If I want to move from one place to another, it needs to be a vessel.
Right.
Like a bottle.
Okay.
Yeah. Does that have to be kind of like a nice one, though? Like, it can't be just anything.
It can be anything,
nice
but
bottle.
I have standards.
A nice bottle. You have standards. Okay, that's reasonable, I think.
Like a
We
vodka.
can get you like a small little instrument that we can just like donate to the school.
No, I need to move
And-
around.
Oh,
He's a free spirit.
yeah. Well, kind of.
I both appreciate and don't appreciate the pun.
To be honest, I didn't even mean to do that as
James.
a pun.
I really didn't. I was actually quite
Shocking.
impressed.
Oh, thank you. I mean, I meant to do that.
No, but really, like, what kind of vessel would you prefer? Like, if we were to take you over there, like, what would you... Like, what would be best?
A ship.
Oh, right. Vessel. I meant like
Like,
vessel.
oh, so you... Okay.
I need to move around,
Huh.
and a ship is the best way to do that.
Or we
It
could
means-
teleport and get there faster and not take a ship.
And then just like uncork you.
No,
Yeah.
no bottles. They're too cramped.
For
Okay,
2
that's
seconds.
why I was... For 2 seconds.
What about like a really large one? We're just like sitting in it.
It needs to be a clearly we're miscommunicating things here. It needs to be a ship. I have standards.
So I guess
Okay, well, I don't know if we can take you to.
I'm not asking you
Hologen,
to.
then.
I'm saying I'll do it on my
I
own.
know. I mean, I was hoping we could do something for you to get you to, like, you know, enjoy your life and not just be on this castle on this hill and, you know, just trying to give you more freedom.
Well, I mean, I already did ask you to do something for me, and that is to...
We did. We're still working on it.
So that is what you can do for me, and I'll find my way over to Holodrum whenever I deem it necessary, because I have said, he looks over to you, Cizri, I am a free spirit.
Yeah, exactly.
There was a vessel we found that we cleared of ghosts. That maybe you can commandeer.
I'm not a pirate.
It's literally called the Ghost Ship, too.
That feels a little cliched.
Oh, 39.
So
Shame.
So
Or
cliche,
perfect.
maybe they wouldn't expect it. Do we need a... Actually, that's a good question, too. Segue. Do we need to do that for your brother? To get him, like, reunited? Or...
Just free of the curse. But it doesn't have to
okay.
be you, it can be anybody.
Well, right, I thought maybe you wanted us to guide him to you, and then you can both hang out
He will find
and
his
not
way.
be alone. Oh, okay. Alright. Cool. That's all.
I'm gonna go check
What?
on Ibis. Just leave.
I was gonna go with you.
Oh, you wanna come?
Oh,
You're mumbling really loud.
I really am mumbling very loud.
You are mumbling
Sure.
loud. Let's all just go check on Ibis.
Everyone person.
Iris!
How are you doing?
Everyone's,
Just
like,
expecting
so-
Cizri.
stairs to go.
3 people are checking on Ibis, apparently. Or at least 3. Attic, what are you doing?
I think I'll just walk around the courtyard or something.
Fair
I'll leave him
enough.
alone.
Fair
I was
enough.
just about to say, I think halfway there, it's like, oh no, we're just trying to get out of the conversation, and then veer off. And let them have their
Doesn't
fun on
come
one
with-
time.
So, Cizri is going to be talking to Ibis. Attic is walking around the courtyard. What's everyone else doing?
Oh. Wait, are we not gonna also check on Ibis?
I'm just
You
checking to
can
see
if
where
you
everyone
want. No,
else
I
is
think-
going, D.
You're
You're
good.
welcome to. I am not.
No, I
Here's
think Debbie's just gonna go and, I don't know, make food or something. I don't really know.
Question.
No worries.
Question.
Hmm.
Did you guys tell us that you got engaged, or has that been like
Oh, yeah,
on the
totally.
deal?
No, it was... Well,
You
okay,
tell
I'll
us?
leave it up to you. Avon would have wanted to, but it's up to Demi.
Oh,
but-
Demi, yeah, she would have said something.
Yeah. I just
Okay,
figured it was part of
we
the
know.
2 weeks.
Attic kind of
No,
knows, too, because he
Yeah.
was involved in
Yeah,
He
that's
was
true.
amazing.
Yeah. Okay, so we know. I just wanted
And
to
I
make.
kinda
wasn't
feel
sure,
like Avon would have told Cizri before.
before it happened. Okay.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking about that. It just didn't come up in the moment, like when we were about the scenes and all that.
Yeah. Okay.
I think because last time he didn't really say much. I think this time he definitely would have gotten involved and helped pick out like look and all that kind of stuff.
Sure. Okay. That's cool.
As long as Demi's okay with that. We didn't really
Yeah,
talk about
no,
that.
it's totally fine. Yeah, those weren't even details I discussed, but yeah,
I like
it's
to
totally
think
good.
that Ava may have planned something like not that
Works.
like something weird like for the proposal, and I had to like tone him down from like a really weird idea or something. I don't know. Or like
And we're
a-
gonna rent a carriage, and we're going to have like 10 horses. It'll be great. Oh,
She
no.
said she really likes horses, so we're gonna take
Yeah.
her to like a saddle shop just to like buy like a bridle because she's to be a bride. And so I was going to put the ring up on the shelf,
Yes, I should have to be like stop.
and then I'll have a horse be reading a book. It'll be hilarious. No, all right.
I have to, like,
It's tied to a
talk him
hitching
through, like, the
post because
whole
that's
new
another
idea.
marriage pun.
Oh, I'm calling
how,
a horse by doing that? Oh, all right.
Have you guys ever been to like Ripley's Believe It or Not, like the museums, and how like there's just like random crap all in like this like a corner? Like that's what I picture Avam's proposal ideas.
Do you like anything over here? Like in this area?
Does
Clearance
any of these
section.
things look?
Not really. But maybe you should look again.
We can take it to a gem museum because it's a rock.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, so we know though. That's good. That's good enough.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Okay. Glad we established that canon.
I was thinking while we're all splitting off, actually I do think Avon would probably just check on Reyna, because she hasn't been really checked on much. So
Perfect. So while it's going on, we'll just say Demi's going along with Cizri to go check on Ibis. So since you both are going up there to the tower, you arrive outside of his door and you just hear as you knock on the door. You go, yes, come in.
Like bang open the door.
Yeah. Oh,
Demi just
it's
knocks.
Oh, sorry. I guess you shouldn't sleep. You weren't sleeping in sunglasses. I like dragged Demi in and like slammed the door really quickly.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Good morning, sunshine.
Morning.
How are you feeling after your first? Well, not your first big battle, but you know.
It's definitely not my first big battle. He
Yeah.
kind
First
of
light round battle.
sits up in his hammock and then leans back. Everything hurts.
Yep.
Oh, here, have a little breakfast quiche.
Oh.
And it's the 5th cook treat for the 10 HP.
He looks and he's just like, very good. I'm doing quite all right. Definitely going to be a lot to get used to, but I guess something we're going to have to get used to for the days to come.
Yeah. It's gonna be, I think, a pretty chaotic ride for a little bit till we can get everything sorted out. Unfortunately.
Well, I guess I was kind of anticipating a little bit of that.
Yeah. Yes. Do you know what you want to do? Like, for the time being?
Well, I figured I was probably going to be staying around here for a little bit. And see where everything went. Try and protect this keep for a little bit. And while you all are away doing what you need to do what I can in the background to support you all. And then
Do some intel.
if the time came, wherever the major conflict was headed, potentially head over that way to see and, well, do my part in, I guess, restoring what will become my home.
Yep. Okay.
Oh.
I like it.
Cute.
Yeah, I think that's a good plan.
So I'm going to leave the frontline stuff to you all because you all clearly have more experience in this than I do.
Oh yeah, did you see him on the wolf?
I was quite impressed.
Thanks. I've been practicing that for quite a bit. So.
You all, and he points to you, and you impressed me with your rather musical capabilities. That you could give Kiza a run for his money.
Oh my gosh, yeah, she's better than Kiza.
Thank you.
I mean, Kiza's fine. He's good, but Debbie's better.
I guess he's probably older than me. Never mind.
Yeah.
Age may come with
Thank you.
experience, but
No, it's true. It's true.
But I can certainly say that you have more natural ability to perform, and, well, personally, I wouldn't mind seeing his face when he realizes that.
I mean, I can do a bard battle. I challenged the dean of the bard school in one.
Oh my gosh, yes, you should totally challenge Kiza to a bard battle.
I would love to see that. Get a little bit of humility across that smug face.
Yes,
No offense, Cizri, but this is...
Is this like... I just kind of like this is...
Listen, I dated him like on and off for a bit. But here's the thing. I didn't tell you this, Ivis. You know, right? I mean, I talked about the light realm all the time. Kiza was going to the light realm when we were dating. And then I talked to him about it like a month ago or whatever. He was like, I didn't know you wanted to go to the light realm.
Somebody was not observant.
He was a little self-absorbed, I think.
Just a little bit. I think he carried a little bit too much about the product in his hair than the person in front of him.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't want to speak ill about
He did
it.
like his hair product.
It was surprisingly very well made, very well kept.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah,
Maybe
you
it
could
was
throw a
some light
rock at
realm
it and
product in
bounce
there.
right off. It stayed. It was good. But anyway, yeah.
What kind of bounce is that? That sounds like an entertaining game, though.
But yeah, okay. So that's a good plan. You did great too. It was fun to watch your sorcerer abilities instead, your magic stuff.
Yeah, are you're feeling okay from all of that? I mean, I know you just said you were, but like, truly, you're not.
I mean, as I
putting
said,
up-
everything hurts, so it's going to be well
Yes.
to get used to. I'm going to rest before my watch for the evening, but even then, I'm probably going to plant myself in one spot and not move from it.
Good idea.
But regardless, right now I'm doing fine. No doubt I'll probably need to process things.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hone your skills a little more. I mean, you just learned some of these things too, so
No
It's
doubt.
okay to be a little nervous. It all happens. You still faced everything bravely, so good work. This is really intense to go from like, I know that, well, I heard about the Twilight Realm and all the things that went down, unfortunately, but it's also another thing to come into a new place and immediately go into all of this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially with like new powers that you're discovering and trying to figure out. That's a lot. So
Oh, if I was to say that I wasn't absolutely terrified of everything that was going on before me, then I would be a liar.
yeah. But
you're facing it, which is so cool.
Well, to say that having you all around me and helping give that confidence would also be the truth.
there's strength in numbers.
But me especially.
Can't do it alone.
Well, I mean, that goes without saying. Cizri.
Just kidding.
Wait, what did
yeah,
you
everyone's
say?
great. I said, but me especially.
I mean, you guys are.
He does
Yeah.
give a little bit of he does give a bit of a smirk in his response, almost as a bit of returning the sarcasm.
Right.
So,
Okay. Yeah, cool. All right, that's good. I think today we're doing like some fancy meeting, so we'll probably be gone for the most part. So yeah, rest up before your wash or whatever.
Yeah.
And if you need anything, let me know.
will do. Before you, obviously, just let me know before you all head off. I would love to see you all off, of course.
Imagine I just like didn't say bye. Just left.
We just left. It's just Cizri's habit. I mean, do you want to try some like regional delicacies?
I just look at Ivis and
Ivis opens up the door to find a fruit basket saying bye.
Your time
He's
was
like,
enjoyed.
"Oh."
Your first battle was adequate. Enjoy yourself.
Oh my gosh.
Cizri.
Enjoy the
Written by
persimmons.
Aaron.
They're in season.
Please don't call me. I'll call you.
Do you need anything in town?
Not at the moment, but I imagine I could probably grab something if I need it.
Okay.
Or see if Marul or anyone will be able to grab something.
Cool. Okay, well, be sure to say bye before we leave. I don't even know when we're leaving, so
Of course.
who knows?
I'm gonna go dip out and leave you two to just have some time. Bye!
Oh, bye! That's so abrupt.
Just gonna go make some food.
Did I make it awkward?
It didn't feel like she was giving an awkward vibe. She was just more like, I can give you time.
Yeah. It's just more like
No,
Cizri's like, did I do something awkward? She needs to leave really bad.
no. I think she just wanted us to have some time together.
Sure, let's hang out till we gotta go. I'll just hang out in his room.
Perfect. All right. And as we do that, we shift on down as Avum, you head to where Reyna's largely staying. Seems to have at least temporarily taken over where Aaron was staying, as that room was relatively open. And as you knock on the door, yes, come on in.
Oh, didn't mean to bother you or anything.
Oh,
You doing all right?
it's no bother. As you see her kind of like putting her hair up and tying it up in a high ponytail, and just a little bit of straightening it through the palm of her hand, straightening it a little bit of a flick. And I'm doing quite all right.
Careful, this is the brooding section. You don't want to stay here too long, or
She
might end up like Aaron.
She kind of has her robotic arm in one hand and kind of twists it back and forth. And, oh, trust me, I've already done a bit of breathing myself.
Actually going to ask how well you've been adapting to that. It's an impressive feat of engineering.
You have Adek's father to thank for it.
Really?
Only a Sheikah
Amazing.
could be able to make something like this.
That is fair. I don't have anything personally to help, but I do know in part of my studies that there are potential spells out there that actually might be able to help. Maybe that's something after the war we can help you find a way to get your arm back.
He thinks about it. I'm aware of similar type spells, rejuvenation, things of that kind of nature. But while I do miss partially what I've lost, I don't know if I would want to replace what I've gained, I guess.
It's actually, I was thinking about this the other day. You and your arm, in a way, are a symbol of hope for Hyrule. The way some of us have felt we have let it down and it's broken, but I've kind of learned over some of our mentors and some of the experiences we've had recently that bad things are always going to happen. Scars, wounds, but they also heal back together in ways that strengthen, get better. Even more than we could have done in the first place. Some of us have been fighting a tendency to want to go back and rewind things so they never happened. Then I'd be stripping you of something like this. Stripping those that have learned strength in grief and in loss. There's something beautiful to say in all that too. So I know that's not fair to say, but I just wanted to thank you for still fighting.
She finishes putting her tunic together and just tightening her belt, making sure her scimitars are on her back. And before I met you all, I was just a simple Hylian behind a bit of a desk. Clerk, assisting a other academic in his pursuits, with dreams of going over on to Eslo's Institute over in Holodrum to become my own powerful mage of sorts, to be able to escape everything with my past, and then I met you all. While some people would look upon such things and maybe regret it, I do not regret it for just 1 second. She kind of pauses for a second. Avum, I know that you have been avoiding me for the past few weeks. Know that I'm happy for you.
Quickly out of character.
Yes.
He doesn't know yet, does he? Or did someone tell him?
Yeah, well, he figured it out like last time.
Is that what it was?
kind
Okay.
of- and he was like, "Why is Rain acting weird?" And Cizri had to like explain what happened, and then he was
right.
really awkward afterwards.
Okay,
Basically,
I was
so
trying to
that's why-
remember if he ever figured it out or not.
Yeah, it was like right when he first started dating Demi, and then it all went down, and so it was extra awkward because of that, and yeah, so it's been awkward for a bit.
Thank you. That's my fault.
It's not your fault. No one's fault. As you said, life happens. We learn from things.
I'm also awkward in a lot of ways.
Oh, trust me, I know.
It's not a real accent.
Does Demi know?
Yeah, she does.
Even if she didn't, I wouldn't say anything.
You can. I've learned to live without a mask and more of who I am than someone I wanted to be before.
And then that is what can really give Hyrule hope. Something to rally behind. This is a symbol. She raises her arm and looks at it. This is a symbol of everything that I have overcome. From roaming the streets of Hyrule Castle Town to being the woman I am today. And eventually, maybe becoming a great academic, worthy of being a mentor at Eslo's Institute one day. But right
Kind of needed, to be fair. We've realized the counselor to the queen is, as smart as she is, maybe doesn't always make the wisest decisions.
We're all imperfect in our own way. But
I think you'll do great things. I'm glad we're friends, right?
I wouldn't want a world where we weren't friends, Abel. You barely knew me and you defended me. And I'll never forget that.
The gods are being stupid.
Jimmy was doing her job.
She was. You were my, technically, first friend in the light room. Took a while for my traveling mates to become truly friends to me.
She walks over to you. I think you were probably one of my friends too. First friends too. Well, there were others, but There always felt to be an ulterior motive of sorts.
Just give me a hug. It's fine.
She does give you a hug with a wide smile on her face. And there is a slight tight grip with the arms. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not used to
That's
it.
fine.
But,
A Dex armor thing did the same thing the first time we tried it. We wanted to get the hug motion down and it just wasn't quite there. It was like a punching motion at first.
It's fair. But if you're inquiring as to how I'm doing alright, as all things considered.
I promise we'll end this soon so you can go back to your studies. War doesn't need to be the focus for most people's lives.
It doesn't. But as long as it's happening and I can do something about it, I will.
Where are you going to go next?
Well, after this, I'll probably be following Hylian forces wherever they go. They'll need someone with my abilities to assist them. And then once this conflict is over, and assuming I survive, do my studies and go from there.
Can I ask you one more thing? Someone that I trust with a more philosophical question.
Maybe I may not be the most philosophical person, but I'll do my best.
I trust your insights. There are a lot of people who have died. I don't think we can bring back everyone. Is it fair to try and bring back some people? Or do I let nature take its course? I don't like this idea of playing gods.
It's the age-old question, isn't it? There's an element of, if you decide only to bring back some, then leads the questions of, well, on what merit? And then leads those that you did not bring back and their families' wounds are being reopened and wondering why. In many cases, I would say, while seemingly unfair, it almost may be kinder to let whatever happened happen, as a way to be able to help those who maybe have already moved on, not have old wounds be opened up, but also not put anything on you, your conscience, your soul. It's a way to play judge and jury.
Wasn't expecting that take from you.
He looks down. I've had a lot of things to consider. Valgrim was a great friend to me, and I would love to see Jimmy be brought back to him. He's gone through too much already, but it wouldn't be fair to others, would it?
Fair.
But she puts her hand on your shoulder, and there's slight reach because she is a little shorter than you. But I trust you, Aiden, and your friends and your friends to do the right thing. Whatever that might be.
Thank you. Stay alive, alright?
I'll do my best. The same thing goes to you.
I feel lucky.
Good. After all, whenever you do finally decide to get married, I want to be able to attend something.
Just be sure to be one of the first to with an invite.
I'd be disappointed otherwise.
All right. I'll leave it be. Good luck, all right?
You as well. She goes ahead and walks off, gets a little bit of a fur coat that she uses to accommodate for the winter winds. That, Attic, is there anything else you care to do, Abram, or is that all?
What's up?
So, Attic, as you are currently walking around the open courtyard, is there anything that you are specifically doing?
Probably find my way up to the tower facing like northwest-ish of the keep.
Okay.
And sit there like facing that direction and having my notebook out and working on painting a little design of something, which is project number 36, if you want to know what that is. Probably gonna need to talk about that a little bit, but
but we have 2 weeks coming up. We'll be able to talk about it. I'm gonna take a look.
Yeah.
At it real quick.
But just painting and designing that currently, just sitting there facing that direction.
Perfect. Yeah. As you look, you are facing, and I got the message. You look and you see thus the snow-capped mountains way off in the distance of the Tabantha range, and you look off and you're just looking there, and in between writing there's an element of understanding what awaits you specifically in the Tabantha range with the shrine shrine of power specifically, but because northwest you'd be facing that region. But they're ways off. But still, you're able to go ahead and do it. And with your tinkering check, you were able to get at least something of a blueprint down for this design.
All right.
Demi, you said you're just cooking? Perfect.
Yeah, she's just probably getting more food and stuff prepped for their next leg of whatever they do, and just in general, delivering food to people is probably what she's made a habit of doing.
Amazing. So, as the day goes on, eventually in the afternoon, there's a slight appearance in the middle of the courtyard that you're all able to gather, and you just hear, Angels, I believe it is time to be going ahead and meeting for the little bit of the meeting for the War Council, just be able to go ahead and see planning for our next moves.
Thank you, Charlie.
Angels is a cute nickname. Love it. Okay, yeah.
It's a little bit shorter than saying Cizri's Angels every single time.
Oh, I love it. I'm 100% in support.
We're all going to call you Charlie from now on, though.
That's not my name. My name is Owen.
It's Charlie now.
No.
Disrespectful. Isn't he like a big person, like a real, like he's important?
He is a very powerful mage to just be able to teleport in randomly. You know that's pretty powerful magic.
He didn't walk like the 10 minutes to our keep. He teleported on them.
So you do know that.
Yeah, we're good.
Perfect. Well, he motions. Well, if you go ahead and come on in, I'll be able to go ahead and get us into the chambers, as it were.
That's good.
Get that. He focuses then on his staff, and you see bright white energy surge around, and a circle forms out and goes around you all as you then feel yourselves being briefly shunted across the plain and over into the city and upward, and eventually you do find yourself in the throne room, and you appear, and as you do so, you see a giant table in front of you with a map of the continent of Hyrule with various flags. You notice there's about a purple flag, a few purple flags where Hyrule Castle would be, one up toward Rito Village, and then basically a few smaller ones denoting various camps. Ones denoting Hyrule or that in various blues and yellows. And you see around the table a stockier Goron with that's slightly taller than what you remember from Toga, but definitely similar strong build. Next to him is shorter in stature, the chief of the Gerudo, Abas. King Sidon sits at the very front. On the other side of him is a very familiar Sheikah face, Valgrim.
Oh boy.
Next to Valgrim, you recognize as the Twily Captain Zack from Fort Hateno. And then from there, you see Orito. He seems to be that more of a falcon type in appearance. What seems to be almost red in colors with brown streaks. And finally, on the other side of the table, you recognize in various massive hood, black and cyan, and the various colors and markings of the Twily, adorned in long orangish red hair and various symbols crossing her arms and stomachs, and you recognize it as Queen Midna the Fourth. And she turns to you all and with a bright smile says, "So you are the ones that were able to assist me in my return to power."
Yep. Hi.
Well, they were. Oh,
I mean,
Avum looking right now. Is he having the attic effect with Queen Zelda? Oh no.
Oh no. So
Demi just like steps on his foot.
I'm here.
Rewind that ring back. No, you can't.
Oh! Sleight of hand.
So rude.
And with that,
You're like, wait, I didn't know Midna was.
I don't blame you though. I love Midna. I don't blame you.
No.
This is why you wait till the end of the game, okay?
Avum having a Game Grumps moment. And with that, as she looks and smiles, you just see Sidon said, "Ah, my friends! Welcome! It seems that it is time for us to be able to plan our restoration of Hyrule." And with that, we're going to go ahead and take our break for the evening. So,
Perfect timing.
we'll be back here in about 10 minutes or so, and we're going to see what becomes of all this planning. So stay tuned, everyone. Not going to want to miss it. And welcome back, everybody. Needed to take a little longer of a break tonight, no worries. But with that, we're hopping back on in, as currently the party has arrived before the War Council to be able to decide what the next move to restore Hyrule is going to be, as all the major leaders or people of influence are currently here. The various those representing the Zora, Goron, Gerudo, Sheikah, and also the Twilight, the Queen Midna IV. And so, you all have been welcomed as King Sidon is at the end of the table and just, welcome, my friends! Okay! Well, now that my loyal companions are here, no doubt I think it is time for us to be able to undergo the current plans. So, you four, have the most experience encountering Vati. Is there anything that you can impart on us to be able to plan some sort of counter-offensive, as it were?
So, is there anything you want to tell us about what your thoughts are first, so we can, know what you're thinking first?
With that, Chief Avos of the Gerudo, she stands up. Yes, currently, she points down, most of our forces are staying back at Fort Hateno to be able to create that of a bit of a buffer. Other forces are, and she points, here in Zora's domain, again, to be able to protect, as this is currently our most vulnerable position. But it seems that most of Vati's forces are amassing back at Hyrule Castle or staying over at Rito Village. Valgrim speaks up. Currently, Aaron is looking into the various information, saying that many Yiga forces, especially those that were once a part of Shadowclaw, are currently staying in the region as General Onyx holds it over with an iron grip and is, well, enjoying a bit of rule as Vati lets him do so.
So, is the goal to, take out stuff around Hyrule first? And then go in? I would assume, potentially.
The Goron, yes, the current plan seems to be able to try and do what we can. Zack and their forces have done a fantastic job of being able to maintain, but their forces are kind of dwindled, and, well, they all need a break. So they're going to be staying back here, while the forces that are more suited for combat will be going forward. So they will be back here in reserve and help be able to defend Zora's domain and the other regions. Everyone else will be going forward, potentially taking out various factions or various small portions of the forces, and then potentially trying to make a little bit of what we can of a siege of Castletown. Be able to provide a bit of a defense, and also a bit of time for you all to do what you need to do.
Yeah, because what I was gonna say is, I don't know how common knowledge this is, but Vati's pretty much so corrupted now, killing him isn't gonna do it.
Well, we were very concerned about that. And we were hoping that now, with you having drawn the Blade of Evil's Bane and be able to assist in that area, I guess, what more do you know about being able to defeat Vati that will be able to help us form a bit of a plan?
Vat Malice weak to hero energy, radiantal energy as well.
Demi's gonna
could help
again.
You okay, man?
Sorry. Just Malice is weak to more forms of seemingly heroic and radial damage. Divine energy of sorts. Good to know, just for people to say.
Yeah. Eloquently put, Ava, yeah.
You feeling
Very
okay? I feel like whisper over.
studious.
Fine, so I suppose.
What Ava was trying to say is that we have some things we're trying to do to make it so that we can seal Vati away because he can't be killed anymore. So with the blade, and then we have a couple other things we have to gather. It's possible to do it. It's just we haven't got all the pieces yet.
Well then, my friends, go ahead and share with us this information. I mean, we can't really plan if you're going to be coy about all this. We are perfectly safe here.
Who's that again?
Sidon.
That was Sidon.
Oh, Sidon. Okay. Sorry, what I was also trying to say was agreeing with her. That's what we've done. So for the forces going to attack, maybe more clerical and divine energies upon their weapons might aid in enemies that are being created by malice is what we found.
Oh, with malice, yeah.
Yes.
Minda speaks up. Well, we certainly have some clerical forces within my army that will be able to provide some form of divine energy upon it. And Valgrim, and also we know that of Ike. No doubt he'll be able to find more forces and potentially even bring that to the Kokiri and the Deku in general, assisting in that regard. After all, the Deku being more fairy-like in nature, probably have more spells in that regard to be able to purify blades.
Yes. Can I divide sense really fast in this room?
You can, and as you do so, you don't, outside of Sprite that you gather being a fairy, you don't gather any fiend or undead.
Okay. I just wanted to kind of check before we started.
What do the Yiga usually ping as?
Humanoid.
Okay. So they wouldn't even be on that radar even if they were in here.
And technically we know everybody but Midna is the only one we haven't met.
And the other Rito, yeah.
The Rito guy,
And
which
the
is
Rito.
part of the person I'm like, about. Cause
Yeah.
Avon hasn't asked for an insight check because he's freaking out right now. So.
Demi, because she knows Rito decently, is going to kind of be checking out this guy and be not in the same way Avon's checking out Midna. And she's gonna be looking kind of like staring at him but not trying to make it obvious, and then kind of like looking to Cizri and Attic of like, you know, if they have like similar findings in like the wink not wink kind of way.
Right.
Yeah. Oh.
So I'll say since you're trying to get a read on him personality wise, this would kind of be an insight check.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna guidance myself.
I always think that's so funny though. Just like
Yeah.
Yeah.
30.
as you go, you look. He carries himself very upright, with a sort of confidence, a kind of confidence that you even saw within Aaron. And you do look, and you do see around his neck, he does openly brandish a Shadow Claw mark that you would recognize because it has the talons. And he does have what looks to be a scar over next to one of his eyes. Seems to be fairly recently formed, actually. And he just he's looking from side to side, waiting and just hearing all the words. Seems to be more of a processor rather than speaks when necessary.
Yeah. I just wanted to call to attention really quick. We're secure here, right? Because we just fought some Yiga, and I want to have the best intentions with everyone, but we cannot, and I cannot stress this enough, be careful enough.
Oh, absolutely. Orin is speaking at this point. And that is why I put a secure spell, both with that of alert and preventative measures to be able to be prevented to be scryed upon. So we are perfectly secure within this room. After all, the king's safety and everyone here, considering so many important individuals, we want to make sure it's as secure as possible.
That's awesome. We know most of you. A couple people we don't know. How good are we that everyone is who they say they are?
Dorito looks over. My name's Rolo. You can be able to trust me because I know Aaron. We didn't necessarily work closely, but we are definitely aware of one another. And with that, and I can vouch for him. He has been my closest confidant and be able to work in getting close to Rito Village these past few days.
Okay.
Sorry for our hesitancy. Aaron's former mentor was obviously one that turned, so
He was
being careful.
tricky.
No need for the hesitancy. Honestly, I would consider you stupid if you didn't.
I think you are
Yeah.
friends with Aaron.
Yeah.
Like him.
And the girl is, where are my manners? Of course, my name is for right now, temporary Big Brother Rakao.
Temporary.
Oh.
Well, temporary as in I haven't technically been dubbed Big Brother. I haven't gone through the challenges yet. But right now we needed one, so I was voted it.
Avon just kind of pipes up. Like, thank you for everything. I am sorry.
There is nothing to be sorry about. Toga spoke very highly of you. You went out like a Goron. You went out without fear and with the utmost courage, going in and taking on that guardian. There was glory in it, but he also made sure the rest of his brothers could be safe. There was honor in his death.
Odds will sing his name and his actions for decades to come.
He slammed the table and said, "Ha ha! I like this one, for I certainly agree. Indeed, his name is already being chiseled out in the stones of yore."
As well as I'm sure most of you are aware, we were able to dispatch of Viren in her attempts to, when she was rid of the Queen's Palace, she had attempted to find new strength in Hydrena. No. Right?
Holodrum.
Michael's blanking out.
You
Holodrum.
combined
Hydrangea.
Holodrum. You combined Holodrum and Liberator. You combined them both.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's what I was going on. Well, I had low roll in my head, and I was like, no. Okay.
There you go.
Holodrum. And we're trying, I think, to gain forces that we weren't expecting, but without them, I do think the siege on Rito Village will be slightly easier.
You see, my friends, we were right to be able to trust them. If they're able to take out one of Vati's generals, then no doubt the other one will be just as easy. Relax, King Sidon. The forces around Rito Village are intense. Especially since the Ritos are flyers, it's going to be that much harder to be able to infiltrate it.
Yeah,
Well, we
that
can just
general's
fly.
pretty hardcore too. Onyx guy, he's pretty crazy.
What sort of concerns do you have of flying? Is there weapons that they have that prevent Rita from flying in?
Well, the biggest difficulty with flying in with Rito Village is the fact that they are flyers, which means they don't need to be in one spot to be able to get elevation. They can have constant circulation, constant gliding, and be able to perceive more of the given terrain than any tower would be able to do so.
Does it ever rain there?
Well, Rolo looks. Well, considering it's more in the Arctic regions, it tends to snow more, but us Rito are accustomed to that of the Arctic regions. So, it does snow for low visibility, if that's what you're asking, which can happen from time to time, given that's in the Tabantha range.
Maybe there's a way we can make it rain. Kind of looks at Demi.
Wait, why rain specifically?
They fly.
They don't
boy.
fly in the rain, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Fly when it got wet.
Yeah, that was kind of funny. That's true. Sorry. I played a prank on him.
Rolo
That's
just
true.
glares in the corner.
That's my girl.
Rolo goes, well, raining would definitely make it feasible. It would definitely potentially also, since it is in the Arctic, it could potentially harm you all as well, considering you all would potentially get wet, and you do not want to get wet when the temperatures are below freezing.
No, but if it's during the siege and we know about it, we can take precautions. Might give us some advantage.
Of course.
We have some ways to get around cold.
Well, there's cold, and then there's freezing to death.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
If you get wet in the Arctic, you're going to need a lot more precautions than normal.
Yeah, I know. We'll figure it out. We always have.
But it's good insight. Thank you.
It's good warning, yeah, for sure.
I think maybe doing that song, coming in overhead, jumping off, using Featherfall or other flying things, and the invisibility spell, and landing so we don't make footprints in the snow might work.
Yeah, the table kind of looks around and Sidon says, I'm going to keep saying it, but again, your insights and ability to plan is most impressive. But that does bring up an excellent point. Which shall we go? Are you all deciding that you want to take on Rito Village? If so, then we can try to move our forces slowly over to Castletown to be able to form something of a siege, to be able to hopefully starve out at least a little and weaken the forces of Vati before making the final strike. So I guess that is an important question. Which area do you want to go to first? Because we can certainly make a defense of Rito Village until you all are prepared.
Yeah, there's a few things we need to do. I just don't know what order we wanted to do it in. We have to find something to kind of complete this ability to seal Vati. And that's over in, Lurline area? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we need to go there at some point before we take on Vati. And we need to potentially try and help us out. I'm looking at the others. If they're telling me to shut up and not say more, let me know. But I'm just talking, assuming that things are fine. Also, something that might help us is trying to bring back the Triforce. So that's something that's on our list that might help the situation.
Chief Avos leans down. You have a way to potentially bring back the golden power?
We're hoping. Yeah.
Like a theory.
Well, a theory of any kind is at least one worth exploring. But as far as anything else is concerned, that might be one that's worth looking at.
That's what we thought.
Mm-hmm.
But
it seems too big of a deal to just let that lie there.
Mhm.
You know?
But for the sake of protection, we'll just withhold certain details.
We have come across some that we've realized Vati also has the ability to temporarily take over people's minds, and we'd like to keep certain information protected so that way we all can focus on our tasks at hand and not compromise each other's.
Mm-hmm. Also, to protect you all too. The more you know about our plans, the dangerous it is, vice versa, sort of thing.
A very wise plan indeed. Queen Minna mentions. Well, if that is indeed... If you do have that information and have an idea of how to be able to proceed, what we can certainly do, in the meantime, if you decide to go after this song and the Triforce, what we can certainly do is to be able to form... I could have my forces be up north, form a bit of a protective barrier, almost as that of a bit of a diversion. Make it look like we're trying to plan an attack on Rito Village, while having forces amassed over here at Castletown, and make it look like we're trying to face Vati on two fronts.
Perfect.
Well, we get the rest of the stuff done.
Well, you get the rest of the stuff done,
Yeah.
and then
Okay.
when you decide to head north, let us know, and we will pull out, cause more confusion. And after all, with my teleportation abilities, my army can be anywhere that's needed within an instant.
Oh,
That's right.
perfect.
That's great. Yeah.
I actually think.
I-
Go ahead.
Just to be clear, you're asking us to do the preparation stuff before Rito Village.
That is not what's being asked, more so that can be a part of the plan, if that is what you all
That's what we-
desire.
Allowing time for us if we wish that. Yeah.
Because there might be something that might be good, like in preparation to do Rito Village, So, might be a good
Yeah.
time to do something like that.
Attic.
Well, regardless, if it's in the region of Rito Village, but you're not going to Rito Village yet, we can still provide a bit of a diversion if necessary. So,
That's exactly what I was going to say. The diversion would be, I think, very smart. Vati is quite prideful. So to play upon that, to think that we've maybe even made an error fighting him on two fronts as a ploy, giving us time to complete our preparations and make our way into Rito.
He definitely knows we're like targeting him and his generals, so I think he would like expect us to be going after Onyx. So we could definitely play that up for sure.
well,
Exactly.
if that is the case, regardless if you go there first, providing a bit of a diversion may could potentially be of use, regardless.
Yeah. I agree.
I do think, as well, as if we get a few things in the region done, the faster we can get to Rito Village freed, the more time soldiers will have to heal and rest before a final siege as well. While we can take the last time for our other accomplishments, might not take that long, but even a week time would give any soldier a fighting spirit that they didn't have before.
Valgrim looks over. I definitely agree with this. The problem is that, for precautionary reasons, connection from the shrine at Rito Village has been cut off. So, teleporting there via that means is out of the question. But if you have any other means to be able to teleport there, such as if you have someone who's familiar with it, could potentially work. I do know Lady Impa has probably some more schematics at Kakariko Village to other various shrines around Hyrule that she could probably potentially assist with. As far as the Rito
I
Village
was gonna
one,
ask. Mhm.
but as far as the Rito Village one is concerned, right now that one is blocked off.
Okay, that's good to
Makes
know.
sense.
We have other ways to teleport, right? We have a friend.
Uh-huh.
We have a friend. I don't know how accurate it is, but I should try.
I mean, if we can
Better
see
than a
where the
circle.
nearest other teleport is, I can take us there. But if we need to get closer and something's not close enough, we can always call in favor stuff, so.
It's not much close to Rito Village, that's all.
Right.
Yes, that is.
Yeah,
one of the
well, we could ask Impa for sure. Sorry.
No worries. That is one of the problems of Rito Village, is that it is remote, but it also makes it a perfect area to be able to defend. The fact that
Yeah.
it is so far north where we can defend ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We'll figure that part out.
Yeah, but I think it's safe to say for now we might want to take care of a couple other things first before Rito Village, right? Are we on the same page with that?
Mm-hmm.
Or
I can time that out. Yeah. We'll let you know when we're ready to take on Rito Village and communicate that properly, but it's sooner than later, but I think we definitely going to tackle a few things first.
Well, in that case, that is good to know. When you all do so, you can let Queen Minda and her forces be aware that they are good to go to be able to disperse, cause even more confusion amongst the forces, but whatever you need to do, go ahead and get it taken care of. Because the plan from there is once we are ready to go ahead and do a bit of a strike, we are hoping that you all will be able to distract Vati, acting as a bit of a strike force, to be able to take him out of the conflict, while the rest of us take on his forces.
Yeah, I think that would probably be best, to be honest. Also, did you guys know that Queen Zelda's alive? She's in some... What did he do? I don't get it still. Some bubble?
We believe I think we said pocket dimension. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Prison.
Yes, something was mentioned about that to Lady Impa regarding that she was in a pocket dimension of sorts. So I was doing I was doing some research as to regarding this, because the problem is, in order to be able to teleport from one plane to another, you need to be able to know about that plane. And if you don't know about that plane, since it's been created, you can't teleport there. However, in order to be able to create a plane like he did, you need to anchor it to the magic, to something. So, more than likely, buried in Hyrule Castle, there's probably a device that is anchoring that demi-plane to this reality. If you were able to find it and break it, it could very well bring Zelda back to this reality. Though the sudden shift from something like that to the material plane will take her out of any form of combat, as she will be physically exhausted from it, probably on the near brink of death. But it is better that we have her back rather than not at all.
Trapped. Right. Do you know what, could it be anything? Is there a way you can tell?
Technically, it can be anything. Most likely, the bigger the object is going to be needed to be able to hold more magic. Typically, you'll be able to tell because it will probably be heavily guarded, and also probably have a certain bit of an arcane energy surging around it, and a little bit of tendrils and colors surging back and forth. Basically, it'll be a nice glowy object that'll be very easy to spot and hit.
Oh, okay, that's good to know. I didn't know if it'd be like a coin or something just thrown in a coin pile and we'd have no idea, That's
typically, while that is a very... many have thought of that, but the thing is, the more powerful the magic, the more, the bigger the thing it needs to be able to store all of that energy.
Makes sense.
Wait, hey, out of character, didn't they put Zelda in something, or
they put her in a crystal, which was a nod to Ocarina of Time, and then something happened to where he decided to just throw her in a pocket dimension. So you remember correctly, but he put her out of the other plane to prevent her from being rescued effectively.
Sure, okay. I didn't know if that was the object potentially, and that would make it be a connection, or if that was more not. So
it was another way of basically removing her from the fight to make it more.
Right. Okay.
It was a strategy thing on their end.
Sure. Okay, that makes sense. Oh. Okay, but it helps to know though. It's kind of gonna look obvious. It
would look obvious, and most likely be heavily guarded. So, unfortunately, you're probably going to need to find that first, and then face Vati. But hopefully you're able to get into it, get it taken care of, and then confront him, because once
Why would we need to first?
Well, if the magic caster is sealed away, he's kind of needed to stay on this plane in order to free her
Maintain the
properly.
magic?
In order to free her properly.
Okay. Okay, I guess that makes sense. It doesn't make sense. Cizri looks like it definitely doesn't make sense to her, but she accepts it.
He looks. If he is sealed away on another plane,
Yeah.
that plane is interrupting the magic on the orb, and things could go dramatically wrong if.
Oh, for her and
for her.
Okay. Sure. Okay. Interesting.
To be fair, I didn't follow that either, so thank you for that explanation.
Yeah, I guess it's because I think it's like when we do magic sometimes with stuff, you know, if you like do a spell on something, then you leave it, it just stays there regardless of if you're like there or not. So that's kind of what I was thinking of.
Normally, that's how it goes. This is DM Homebrew's shenanigans.
Yeah, okay, that sounds good.
So normally in rules is written like things on banishment, like the vampire thing, that works. This is DM shenanigans to explain this orb and stuff, because technically demi-plane and stuff like that, that's more of a 3.5 thing. So
it's almost like he has active concentration on it, almost. Like, not that he'd have to roll for it, but like he needs to be like there maintaining it all the time.
More or less.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay. All right, well, that's good to know, because I don't think I would have thought to do that first. I probably would have just run over and tried to get Vati, so...
Especially since that would have kept her safe until we were done, so yeah.
Exactly, that's kind of what I was thinking too. So definitely order is switched around now. Zelda first, Vati second. Okay.
The research is quite helpful, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. We had no idea how to help her.
Of course, I figured that I'd be able to assist in some capacity, and, well, I may be old of age, but I am definitely helpful with my books.
Oh, definitely.
It is appreciated.
Okay. Is there anything else there?
Don't remember if we told you guys all, but all the oracles are returned and reunited.
Yeah.
In case that matters to anyone.
That is actually of great importance. That means a little bit more of reality will be able to be restored and maintained while be able to take care of all these things.
Yeah.
Sounds like their efforts in holding Vatia back will help strengthen our fight.
Anything we can do to assist that would be appreciated. But the thing is, once Rito Village is able to be restored, at the very least, we'll have some flyers and archers on our side. Having air advantage is important.
I had an idea about that one, actually. 2 questions. How many airships would be available? And 2, what about brooms? Will there be enough brooms to supply a legion of soldiers to counterattack their aerial advantage?
Brooms, unfortunately, we don't have enough of those. But as far as airships, well, we do know one of your companions, one Lydia, was able to procure one and is able to assist in that regard. We heard something about Linebeck and getting a new vessel of his. I don't know if it was a bigger vessel or one that was had the capability of flying. But we don't know, but we do know that he is currently hanging out within Lure Line as well.
He looks at it deck. We totally should have commandeered without one. Oh, Loftwings ago.
What about Loftwings? Do we have access to those?
Good question.
Potentially, we get access to some of those that would help us in getting to places.
Valgrim looks over. Unfortunately, the only way you're able to get one of those is if you're a member of the Knights of Skyloft, like I was.
Can we join real quick?
Okay, yeah. Can we just be put into that group?
No offense to any time.
Do you have 5 years of your life to be able to spend to be able to graduate?
Oh.
Do we have time for super formality things like that when the whole world's kind of at stake?
The loft
Get them on
wings.
borrowed.
The loft wings are sacred to the Skyloftians. They will not willingly give it away. And unfortunately, since they are not involved in this fight, we are not particularly allies either. Unfortunately, loft wings are not really that of a major supply.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, isn't there like a whole bond thing that goes on too? Like, you know, like get to know it a lot and...
You have to get to know it, and there's a chance that even if you do manage to get to that point, there's a chance that a loft wing won't even come to you. And at that point, you are then kicked out of the academy for a loft wing has deemed you unworthy. So even then, there's not a guarantee that you would be able to get one.
Okay.
Are there any more knights for hire, or?
The knights specifically serve Skyloft. Specifically Holodrum. They are a faction of the Holodrum military. So they are only loyal to the Holodrum crown. And as said, we're not necessarily allies.
Damn. What's the thought?
Take over a kingdom.
What?
Just kidding.
Tap.
That's Ava's turn to step on Debbie's foot.
Tap.
No.
Not here. Don't joke about that here.
I'll be assassin most times. Not now.
Oh my gosh, this is funny.
So that was more of a daily comment.
Yeah.
No, I mean, that's fair, I guess. We have ways. I mean, I can make things fly, so if we need to. And attic, I'm sure you can as well, so...
You can make a mechanical last one. I don't know if you can. I just feel like you can make anything.
Called a steel wing or something.
Are there any other questions of this court for the Cizri's Angels and anything else we may provide? I even have access to even divinely ask the oracles a question if any of you wish to ask of anything.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, I think we have pretty much everything at our disposal. Seems that we have a decent bit of a plan going forward to be able to at least know what to do. It seems that Queen Binda and her forces will act as a bit of a decoy, potentially goad Vati and his forces into a confrontation, while you all do the things that you need to get taken care of. We'll have our forces amass around Hyrule Castle, trying to fake him out to thinking that we're trying to face him on two fronts. And then when the time comes, do a final strike. As far as the plan goes, I think everyone kind of gives a nod. I think we're all rather in agreement and ready to see our home be restored. And of course also, I'm entrusting you all to be able to save my daughter.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
It's
definitely on the list.
Yeah.
Good. I have the utmost confidence in you all.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Well, my friends, companions, do we have any other means to discuss, or are we all in agreement on this? Looks around. Everyone at the table is rather nodding and looking to you all as well.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, in that case, let us take back our homeland.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. We got this.
Well, whenever you all head out, that is your choice, but we will go ahead and make sure that our forces are ready to move by tomorrow morning. Most likely, once again, my forces will be ready by tomorrow morning. We'll probably teleport over into our proper positions.
Sounds good. We'll let you know when we have a final thing, too. Yeah.
Super great idea.
Are you okay with mind messages, all you fancy royal people?
They all look to each other, and Chief Avos says, "As long as it's not abused."
Oh.
Never.
Oh.
No, we're respectful.
Informative, that's all. Yeah.
Right.
Okay, that's good.
Avum seems pretty quiet, but he's catching back a little bit, and I don't know why I'm blanking out. What's the Ritos guy's name again?
Rolo.
Rolo, like the candy.
Rolo, right? Yeah,
I love Rolos.
He's just kind of waiting back a little bit, and then waiting to see like if he starts to walk off or is on his own. I'll kind of like politely try and go talk to him.
Yeah, he kind of seems to hang back, make sure everyone leaves. Definitely is the last one to leave, that kind of thing. So,
my apologies again for any disrespect, which I know you're going to say it's not, but I'm just going to put it out there again.
There was no disrespect, as mentioned.
But that was actually a good question, because I was thinking about reaching out to you when the time comes closer to maybe be a point of contact. I'm sure you are in touch with Aaron and your forces to be able to keep eyes on the situation in Rito Village for us to know maybe some more information before we strike on the best places to go in and things.
You absolutely can. Unfortunately, you're going to be the one to initiate that. I don't necessarily have the... I'm more about entering into a place, not necessarily the magical kind that a lot of you seem to be inclined to.
I wanted to ask permission first to make sure we're familiar, in case, sometimes magic can be finicky and, the gods have rules on that, things like that. But I would assume Aaron has spoken to you on this, but he is quite close to us, and are you aware of kind of his family and their situation?
He has a family?
If he has one?
Okay, did you say if? Because if you did, I didn't hear it as a DM.
No, afterwards, Avon's like,
okay, I'm just
if he had one.
I am making sure I heard you right the first time, so he looks at you.
Oh boy.
I get the feeling you said something that you shouldn't. In that case, I know nothing.
Like I said, if. We barely know him as well either. I just wanted to make sure he was safe. And everyone... I'm not a spy. I don't do these things.
Really?
Clearly.
But Aaron is safe. He is currently hiding away in the various mountain ranges to be able to protect, just keep an eye out on things. Definitely keeping an eye out for Nash.
No offense. What was your relation with Nash?
Oh, he wasn't my mentor. But Nash did kill my mentor when they took over Rito Village. Mine was one of the ones loyal to Shadowclaw, and therefore Hyrule.
Can I insight that one more time?
You can.
25.
There is a hint of venom behind his words, which he's definitely trained to stay calm, but still, the way it hits definitely seems that he is being sincere.
Venom towards Nash, right?
Towards Nash.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Perfect. Well then, if Aaron trusts you, I trust you.
Well, I'm still inclined to call you a fool for just trusting someone because you trust someone else. But at the same time, I understand where it comes from.
I have my own reasons to trust my own gut, or not. Trust me, I was quite suspicious of you before I trust you.
From the stories that Aaron has told me, that certainly tracks with your experience.
Yes, there would have been guards at your side in moments if I felt otherwise.
Well, in that
I hope
case,
so likewise.
Absolutely. But I should probably be making my way back toward Rito Village, at least in the morning.
Thank you.
Of course.
As it turns. Like, glad he recorded from that one. Erin, quick question. Do you trust Rolo? Like, with everything? Again, you don't want to answer. If you want to get a response, that's fine as well.
Yeah, there's definitely a pause, but you do gotta say, I trust him, but important information is important information.
I'll send another message. We're coming soon-ish. A few more things to do first. Is there anyone in the city you feel needs to get out? If we can help aid that?
Good to know. I'll look for your sign. We are doing what we can. Smaller forces, easy to keep track of things.
And he didn't answer the last part. That if he feels like there's anyone that needs to be, like, brought out of the city for protection, essentially.
You gather it's basically Aaron being Aaron and limiting information.
Cool. Okay. That was almost stupid. All right. Walks back over to the rest.
You good?
Yeah, I need to get out of here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where you get too flustered again to talk.
I know, that's what you do to me.
Mm-hmm.
So it's walking out of the room.
All right.
I'm gonna swing by the stores on the way back, so I'll catch up
Check in what?
if you want to.
Okay. I'll like follow.
I like shopping.
If you guys find any potion materials, I can pay you back later if you want me to make any.
Okay.
So, I guess those who are going shopping, Attic, I think I know what you're shopping for. Anyone else looking for anything specific?
No, I don't go.
I don't think so.
All right.
Up if Cizri looks for healing potion material or not.
Alex
She
definitely does
would
not
want
look
to-
for any potion stuff.
She doesn't look for. She doesn't even know what to look for, even though she worked at that shop for so long.
Yeah.
You know what though? I want to see if I can find a diamond, like a 300 GP diamond.
Oh, yeah. In the city, you definitely are able to find one fairly easily.
Okay.
So you'll definitely be able to grab one.
And you know, even has 3. Just you would know that. Just putting that out there. If you needed one.
I buy my own.
Okay, just let you know.
Yeah. But thank you.
Yeah, I just want to make sure you're aware.
Yeah, that's good. No, I think she's like kind of like
Yeah.
about it, so she just gets it.
I love it. So, Mark, or Attic, you are definitely able to go into the various armory shops and find the bits of metals that you need to be able to make this specific thing. And what you're able to gather is that the scrap pieces altogether will be able to run you specifically about 250 rupees.
Okay,
Since
so
you're
that would
buying the scrap pieces specifically.
Okay. Yeah, I want to pick up like different silvers and golds to put in as well, just as like accents.
That will raise it up a bit to probably with silver and golds to about 400 then.
And then I'm gonna put some, because I want to go with a lot of blues. I want to get some sapphires and diamonds as well with it.
Okay, that will raise it up even further to about we'll say 900.
You got it.
I'm like watching you like gather all stuff. What are you making?
I'm trying to make it real nice, like real nice. That's my goal. So
this is the fanciest thing I've ever seen. What are you doing?
Oh, just a little side project.
Little side project? Can you give me a hint? This is gonna drive me crazy.
It's armor.
The fanciest armor in the world?
Yeah.
Is this for you? You just did that whole thing with your armor, though. Are you gonna get two sets, armor. Like, for your mood, you know?
I mean, you never know, you might need more armor, right?
That's true.
That laugh.
I love him. So it's for you, for your mood changes?
Stuff. Should we get back? I gotta work on this because it's gonna be a while.
Just completely dodging the question.
Did you need to pick up anything? Like,
I got it. A less fancy thing than all the stuff you got.
Sweet. Okay, let's go.
Yeah, I could see you were like laser focused right now. I could say anything. I don't even know if you'd hear me, to be honest.
What? Let's go.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. On the walk back, I'm probably saying stuff like just stupid crap, like seeing if he reacts. Like, yeah, I heard like the palace just flooded a second ago. Isn't that crazy to think about?
Just like looking at the medals and just, oh, that'd be dopers. Oh, yeah.
They're fish. They can swim.
It's not like it hasn't frozen over before.
Yeah, true. Oh my gosh.
All right.
So yeah, when we get back, I'll head down to my shop.
Perfect. Yeah, go ahead and make that tinkering check. You walk on down, you do hear music. It seems Golo is down there. And definitely says, "Oh, welcome home, Adek. Glad to see. Oh, what are you working on there?"
This. I'll put the layout, the blueprints.
Bit of chainmail?
Yep.
It seems like your friends are fairly well armored. Who is this for?
Oh, just whoever might need it.
I mean, I guess you're not wrong. Oh well. Then he just goes ahead and he definitely has that like dad sense of like what's going on, but then also is like not worth it, and then just keeps on going back to his thing.
Okay, thanks. I'm gonna work and just turn the music up really loud.
He's like that kid, like you know how like you have those art kids that like they're drawing, and then when you're like, "What are you drawing?" You can't look at it, and like they get really like, "Don't look at it." Like that's what he's like. Until yeah.
I feel like Rachel, you were like that.
No, I was definitely like, everyone should look at this and tell me how good.
Really?
That's what I was. Yeah.
Oh, I can kind of see
even
that.
Even like like while it's in progress, or did you have to wait until it's done?
Well, yeah, most of the time but I only did ones I felt like was good enough. I would show those, but like the ones I was like nervous about, I would hide. So
that's fair.
That's fair.
I still do that. So,
Adek, I'll say go ahead and make a tinkering check real quick.
Okay. Flash of Genius, of course.
Of course. What is it going to be like?
Such a smarty.
What is it going to be like? A 39?
I want a smarty.
That would be. And if I can guidance myself throughout this process as well.
You can.
Well, it's like whatever.
Close. I got a Actually, no, wait, 39 exactly. Because I have the tuned, I think.
I get inspiration, you nerds.
I think I have the things. Yeah, 39.
Yes.
I want 40. I want it to happen.
40.
All right, so with that, yeah, you're definitely able to make it in the appropriate amount of time. Basically, you're just probably spending around the rest of the afternoon to work on this. And while
really being intricate and taking my time on this one.
It's more so less the fact of putting it together. It's more so giving it a sense of intricacy and beauty to it, unlike any piece of armor that you have before. So that is what takes up most of your time, because you haven't really done something outside of your own armor that intricate before. So with that, what is everyone else doing for the rest of the afternoon?
Asking Avon why he choked in the presence of Midna, just because I think it's hilarious.
Well, I mean...
This is like an addict Zelda situation.
No, it's not like that.
I mean, she's really pretty. I don't blame you.
No, it's not like that. There's a little bit of that, but she is very pretty. But mainly, it's... I mean, I still even get starstruck with some of the orbs.
Oh, I know. I just wanted to see you sweat a little bit.
I have found that in the past I put a lot of people and expectations on pedestals. Even when I thought Cizri wanted me to be. Maybe I still have Midna on one.
It's okay. I mean, she's like the queen of...
I just wasn't expecting her to be there. It just kind of threw me off, that's all.
Yeah. To be fair, I always thought it'd be really cool to be on Queen Zelda's guard. But I never thought that would actually happen, or that I would actually meet her. So I was always like, someday I want to see and serve, directly in the castle, because that sounds a lot nicer than having to constantly travel. I don't want that anymore, but, when I was
saying it could probably easily happen if you wanted to.
Nah, I'm good.
But then, what if, Adek and Zelda got together, and then you had to, work for Adek as well?
I think Adek would be a great boss. He'd, give vacation and, just... Actually, I'd probably never see him, truth be told. He'd probably just be in the basement,
that is fair.
tinkering the entire time. So, people would be like, where's the king? And they'd be like, oh, I don't know. And he'd just be in a secret basement.
Really easy to find, though. Like a... Let's give it
he would make it very difficult to find.
Right, but he'd always be in the same place once you found him. That's all I'm saying.
True. Unless he makes, a moving layer.
That's genius. No, that's too much. That's too much.
Well, don't make our house
I mean...
do that necessarily.
What if I had, 8 pieces of, different realms that it was a part of, and... it's just way too much. That's way too much.
I think that's a little too much. Different magic there.
Just half and half. I think we'll stick with that.
Yeah. I just wanted to tease you about the Midna thing. I thought it was cute, and seeing you stumble over your words is just amusing. So I'm sorry.
You're not jealous, are you?
No, I'm not jealous.
Okay.
I mean, she's a queen. So, there's always going to be the princess and the pauper sort of situation. But I also don't want to rule anything either.
Well, we have plenty of things to figure that out with.
Yeah. We're good. I just wanted to be funny. Did you need any assistance with making anything?
Not really. I mean, maybe we could start making some cold potions if you want. We could start stocking those up now.
Cold potions?
Well, yeah, I said it's going to be really cold when we go up against the
Oh, that's right, the Arctic. Yeah, it's extremely cold up there. We haven't really. It's even colder than where the dragon or the multi-headed dragon thing. My brain escaped me. That thing that we just fought.
Gleok.
The dragon. Gleok. What was I saying?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, it was colder up there, right? It was pretty cold.
Oh,
Sorry,
yes,
guys.
that's quite cold. No,
It's really bad.
that's all right. You know, I feel like you only got 4 hours last night. Why don't you get a little nap in? I'll cook some dinner.
Yeah, I got pummeled really good last night with that battle, so... Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah, no, I just wanted to make sure, if you needed any, like, you know, me to boil anything and then hand it over to you, sort of thing, so... Yeah, I'm here to
Well,
help.
hang out.
Okay.
No, hang out and flirt for the rest of the night.
Maybe invite, you know, Cizri, because I really feel like we could continue to be
No,
better friends.
and too much friend time.
Don't hang out with my sister. Alright, yeah, that's all. That's all I was doing. Hey.
So, as you all are doing that, Cizri, anything you doing specifically?
I keep forgetting to ask this. I realized
Oh.
after we ended last session, I was like, wait a second. Is the baby dragon at the castle? Did Lana drop him off?
Yeah, so
Okay.
he
I
is,
forgot.
Nebula is at the keep.
Nebula! Yeah.
Seems to be going around various areas, but definitely seems to keep in the company of Reyna specifically.
Best
so-
friends. Okay, and does he seem better, like more adjusted a little bit?
Definitely seems a little bit more adjusted, and it looks like, oh, hi!
Hi! How are you liking the castle?
It's nice and a little cold, but that's good.
What, Mark?
Just have to give it the armor at some point. I keep forgetting that too.
Yeah.
I have that
We
armor
need to give
for
him a little treasure.
Oh. Do you want to come give it to him? You can come into my scene if you want.
at some point. I don't care.
Excellent. Well,
Okay.
there's a lot of scary noises last night.
Yeah. There were some bad guys, but we took care of them.
That's good.
Yeah. You like Reyna? The lady
Yeah.
that you've been following around?
Yeah, she gives me snacks and is able to take care of me while you guys are doing your thing.
Good. I'm glad. Well, let's hang out. You want to do something fun? I'll hang out with
Yeah, sure. Basically, he more just hangs around you, like on your shoulder as you walk around the keep, doing
Nice.
various things, talking. He seems to be still fairly young, barely a month old. So even by dragon standards, that's pretty young.
Mm-hmm.
He's still in like the infantile stage.
Definitely. Yeah, so I'll just like walk around and I'll probably hang out with Ibis and like try and peek in and see what Attic's doing. And I don't, he probably has it locked up though. And like, I kind of want to be a huge snoop, but I also don't want to like invade his privacy. So like contemplate, go like shadowing under the door and watching and stuff. And I'm like, man, I like leave.
Oh my god,
That's
I forgot
one
we could
thing.
shadow. I
Right?
haven't done that in a while.
Yeah, no, you haven't.
Aiden totally would have just shadowed into someone's shadow when Minna was there.
Yep.
Hiding.
With that,
But that's all. I mean, yeah, mostly just spending time with people we know we're leaving soon.
perfect.
So,
With that, there's nothing else you all had planned for the rest of the day.
Giving Nebula more rupees to
Yeah,
have as a pile just for fun.
perfect. So, as you all do so, you have various plans in store, knowing what's coming ahead. As the plan is being put into place, to be able to draw out Vadi's forces and to bring restoration to Hyrule. That is where we'll go ahead and end tonight's session and go on a little bit of our 2-week break. So we'll pick up there as we'll pick up there on January 9th with our final arc of the campaign, Restoration. So yeah, stay tuned for that, everyone. Again, thank you all so much for joining us tonight. Thank you for making this an incredible year. It has been, for a lot of reasons, it's been a very long year, tiring year, but Tuesday nights was always a highlight. So it's been great having you along. Been great having you all as players. I am.
Yes.
I'm not ready for this to end.
Yes.
And it's wild that we're already at the. It's wild that we're already in the final arc. So
Yeah.
I'm in denial about it, I think.
I am
Yeah.
too. So sincerely, thank you all so much for joining us. This has been a labor of love to a series that means a lot to me and a lot of us here at the table as well. So, thank you all so much for joining us. I can't wait to see what 2024 has in store for every single one of us. As a reminder, stay tuned for Friday, last video of the year, but there'll still be shorts, all those memes and fun stuff. And stay tuned for eventually some Nancy Drew shenanigans. So with that, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Keep rolling those dice, everyone. Keep being awesome. I flipped it, but who cares?
Mwah!